Welcome to Shapework Connection with Tommy. This video is on your SmackDown spoilers, superstars results, or actually spoilers as well, and your main event results. Okay, for superstars, you had Titus O'Neil versus Big E, and Big E defeated Titus O'Neil. Alberto Del Rio versus R-Truth. Alberto defeated R-Truth. Nothing more than the brief results on that. Fan reporter also posted what happened after Raw ended. After the show, John Cena basically just eventually got up and worked the crowd. Kay stuck behind him, and when Cena turned around, went for a choke slam, Cena reversed it and hit the Attitude Adjustment. Set the crowd home happy. He also took pictures with some kids, and afterwards, some of the WWE Divas celebrated Alicia Fox's 28th birthday from Raw at the from Raw Hartford on May 9th. WWE also announced that Cesaro had been cleared to wrestle despite suffering an eye injury during a match against Kofi Kingston on Monday's Raw. WWE reports he was re-examined by the medical staff on Tuesday and was given the green light, as well as Randy Orton, who also had concussion checked, and he was also cleared. For those who missed it last night, Cesaro suffered a scratch on the sclera, and his status was uncertain on the WWE SmackDown taping. The story noted that he had some bruising around the eye. The reason why Emma wasn't on Raw, well, she was arrested at a local Walmart. The real name, Tennille Dashwood, appeared at a Hartford Community Court on Tuesday and was ordered to do community service as a result from her arrest. According to Current.com, WWE issued the following statement on the matter. WWE is aware that Tennille Dashwood, aka Emma, was arrested for shoplifting. Reads the statement. Ms. Dashwood is ultimately responsible for her personal actions. Dashwood's lawyer claims that the arrest was a mistake in that she was using the self-checkout line at the Hartford Walmart and paid $30 worth of items, but she forgot to pay for an electrical device. Only time will tell where there is any fallout within WWE, though it appears that the legal aspect is already behind her. Thanks to .net reader Steve Malowinski. More news in another report. She was arrested at Hartford, Connecticut on Monday and charged with 6th-degree larceny. You can view the arrest record at this link right here, hartford.gov, /images, /police, /arrest logs, /plotter.pdf. Emma was mentioned on Raw last night when Santino Marella said that she didn't come to his party. She was arrested on Monday afternoon and released a little over an hour later, but she did not appear on the televised show. Thanks to .net staffer Zach Zimmerman for this update on the story. As TMZ reported, aka Emma, Tennille Dashwood was sentenced to 1 day of community service in the Hartford Community Court on Tuesday, stemming from her arrest on 6th-degree larceny the day before. TMZ reports that she was arrested for stealing an iHome Slim Swivel Mini case that was on sale for $21.14. TMZ also had the mugshot photo of Emma following her arrest. Her lawyer claims simply forgot to ring up the item when she went through the self-checkout area, and the alarm does normally go off on electrical items. If you've ever been in a Walmart store, you should know this. But if you didn't know, you better call me, bro. June 27th, she wrote on Twitter that she had just purchased an iPad mini. Miss, can I see your receipt? There's no dark match listed for SmackDown TV afterwards. In fact, the data advertising on the Arena website still lists Daniel Bryan as the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Happy birthday goes to Tochiyuki Harold Sataka, who wrestled as Tosh Togo, who was born July 1st, 1920. He is more famous for his work as an actor, as he played the role of Odd Job in the James Bond movie Goldfinger. that was released in 1964. He went on to appear in television commercials in the same role. He died of liver cancer on July 29th, 1982 at the age of 62. Former WWE diva Carmella cesaro, that's how you pronounce her name, turned 32 years old. She was born July 1st, 1982. The former Playboy Playmate was a 2004 Diva Search contestant. She did not win the contest, but she did go on to feud with the winner, Christy Hemme. When she left WWE, went on to marry former NFL quarterback Jeff Garcia, and the couple has had 4 children since then together. Deadline.com reports that WWE World Heavyweight Champion John Cena will be starring in Tina Fey and Amy Poehler's comedy movie called The Nest. It's about 2 sisters who throw one last party in their parents' soon-to-be sold house, and Cena is reportedly to be playing a villain role. So here's your heel turn, folks. In addition to Fey and Poehler, the movie will also star James Brolin, Ike Barinholtz, Maya Rudolph, and John Leguizamo. How do you pronounce the name? Cena is currently filming Judd Apatow's Amy Schumer movie, Trainwreck, which Cena is presented by ICM Partners in filming for The Nest, which is scheduled for December 18th, 2015 release. And if you didn't know, that's the same date as Star Wars Episode 7 coming out. The name of Stardust's new finisher, seen on Raw last night, is called Dark Matter, according to Cody Rhodes' own alter ego on Twitter. There appears to be a new sponsorship deal between WWE and Twisted Tea, as the product was featured during Raw segment with Santino Marella and Adam Rose. It's interesting to note that they are promoting an alcoholic beverage on a PG-rated show, and it's something they've always been against in the past. Gotta make up for those budget cuts somehow, huh? Thanks to Brian Bocchino for the live report from tonight's WWE Raw broadcast from a live report from Connecticut. I was able to attend Raw. It was a special event before Raw started, and I thought I would pass along some of the information. WWE had a few businesses that sponsor the Special Olympics, had a special meet and greet at a luxury suite. The company my brother works for was one of the sponsors, and I was fortunate enough to attend. They had some divas and superstars visit. They were Emma was there, not at the taping. Eva Marie, and I believe Cameron was there, as well as Kofi Kingston and Santino Marella. They took pictures and signed autographs for anyone that wanted them. After that, they left. Stephanie McMahon showed up. She was an absolute class act, extremely nice, and was eager to take pictures with anyone. If that wasn't enough, she was asking the parents and volunteers about how each of the Special Olympians were doing by name. Even the Special Olympians that weren't there, no words can describe how gracious she was. Whether you agree or disagree with the product they put out, the WWE should be commended for the great work they do outside the ring. And now for your main event. Results from Newark, New Jersey. Byron Saxton and Tom Phillips were on commentary. Cesaro wearing an eye patch. And Paul Heyman stood in the ring. Heyman said that the Cesaro versus Dolph Ziggler match could not take place. Don't boo my client, boo Kofi Kingston. Heyman told the fans. Heyman said Kingston intentionally blinded Cesaro. Heyman set up a video that showed Kingston accidentally poking Cesaro in the eye and then rolling him up and pinning him. Heyman said that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. He set up an additional video footage from Raw where Cesaro attacking Kingston after losing the match. Heyman said Cesaro would not be competing on the main event, but he would compete in the Battle Royal for the Intercontinental Championship, as he should be able to wrestle by then. Dolph Ziggler made his entrance with a microphone in hand and took exception to Paul Heyman, referring to him as perennial runner-up. Ziggler said some people might take exception because he won a Money in the Bank match and successfully cashed in to win the WWE World Heavyweight title. He referred to himself as the hardest working man in sports entertainment and recalled winning the Intercontinental title. Ziggler asked when Cesaro has achieved any of those things. Ziggler told Heyman to tell the walking James Bond villain to man up. Big E came out, delivered a promo as he walked to the ring. He was in preacher mode as he spoke about being a former Intercontinental Champion. He said he strayed from the path of righteousness, but he will take the chance to get the title back. This must have been the same promo that he did the night before. Well, I just got to do this promo kind of thing. Ryback and Curtis Axel's music hit interrupted E. Thankfully, they said that they will both be in the Battle Royal and they won't be stopped. RVD made his entrance and then said that all their accomplishments. Then he stopped and said he doesn't know what Ryback and Axel have accomplished aside from copying my ring gear. A brawl broke out. Cesaro and Heyman walked away without getting involved. Ziggler, Big E, and RVD cleared Ryback and Axel from the ring. The Wyatt families hadn't played. Luke Harper told New Jersey they were coming, and Harper delivered the run line. Broadcast team said that Rowan and Harper would be in action after the break. WWE released a statement earlier today saying that Cesaro had been medically cleared to wrestle. I'm not sure whether an audible was called or if they will still get to the match somehow. I never thought I'd be so happy to hear live Axel's music. E's preacher routine is just so out of nowhere. We've heard his normal speaking voice, so he comes off like a weirdo who just started talking like a preacher for no reason. Well, Devon Dudley was a preacher. Oh, my brother testify, but he don't use the, oh, my brother testify type of thing. Well, just take it as that. And the broadcast team announced RVD, Ziggler, and E versus Cesaro, Ryback, and Axel in a six-man for later in the show. Saxon and Phillips set up footage of Chris Jericho, Miz, and the Wyatt family segment from Raw. Graphic touted that Jericho will appear on Friday night's SmackDown TV show. First match of the night, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan versus R-Truth and Fabio Woods. Harper and Rowan entered to their new music. Both Wyatt family members hit big kicks. Rowan used a side slam on Woods to get the pinfall win. And it took about a 3-minute match. Broadcast team then hyped more footage from Raw. Cameron and Naomi made their entrance. Footage of AJ Lee beating Paige to win the Divas Championship on Raw. Cameron and Naomi versus Nikki and Alicia Fox. Cameron and Naomi bickered a bit before what was announced as a handicap match. Stephanie McMahon appeared on the big screen and said that in the interest of fairness, she has assigned Fox to be Bella's tag partner. Alicia came out and hugged an uncomfortable Nikki, then went to the corner and clapped in an over-the-top manner. Alicia ended up costing her team the match, and Cameron pinned Nikki. Cameron strutted away, happy with the cheap win. And that whole match took a minute and a half. Backstage segment were Renee Young interviewing Sheamus, who was then interrupted by Alberto Del Rio, who said America would have something to celebrate if he won the U.S. title on SmackDown. The broadcast team hyped the main event and more footage from Raw as they go to commercial. Distracted for a moment at the end of the Divas match and then made a horrible mistake of trying to rewind live WWE Network programming on PS4. When you rewind from the reporter, it skips back to the show that aired prior to whatever is airing live. I can't believe this still hasn't been resolved yet. A warning to those who watch the network, from the network, don't rewind. Footage aired from Raw of everything that involved Triple H and John Cena, as well as Seth Rollins cash-in. Tease that was broken up by Dean Ambrose. Backstage, Renee Young interviewed Paul Heyman and Cesaro. Heyman said his client was merely intentionally blinded by Kofi Kingston on Raw and was not avoiding competition on main event. Cesaro spoke briefly in 5 different languages. Dolph made his entrance for the main event. It was announced that Sheamus will defend U.S. title against Alberto Del Rio on SmackDown. Match number 3, RVD, Big E, and Dolph Ziggler versus Cesaro with Paul Heyman, Curtis Axel, and Ryback. Well, it's Team Heyman. Broadcast team explained that the medical team ordered Cesaro to wear the eye patch for 24 to 48 hours. The babyface trio cleared the heels from the ring, heading into the commercial break. Cesaro lost the eye patch and worked over RVD. The heel threesome isolated RVD for a few minutes. Ryback eventually went to the top rope and RVD dodged his splash attempt. RVD then made the hot tag to Ziggler, which was a little awkward because he had to reach past E to tag Ziggler. Dolph hits the famous Cesaro for a 2 count at 10 minutes 10 seconds in. Ziggler went for the zigzag, but Cesaro dodged it. Ziggler hit the wicked DDT instead. The other team members fought. Van Dam went up top to dive on Ryback, but Cesaro shoved him off and ultimately had the same effect. Ziggler hit the zigzag on Cesaro and pinned him clean. And the whole match took 11 minutes 5 seconds. That definitely felt like a throwaway show again this week. But we'll give them benefits of the doubt since I might be telling a different story had Cesaro not been injured. And in his singles match with Ziggler went on as scheduled. Still, this was a very missable show. The team of Goldust and Stardust defeated NXT Tag Team Champions The Ascension in the dark match prior to the TV tapings for SmackDown TV tapings on tonight's in Newark, New Jersey. Previously reported, Sheamus issued a 4th of July challenge for this week's edition of SmackDown, which aired this Friday night on Sci-Fi Network. The challenge was ultimately accepted by Alberto Del Rio, which means Sheamus versus Del Rio will take place Friday on SmackDown. Also was announced on this week's SmackDown in his first appearance in quite a while. Chris Jericho will be making his return. Daniel Bryan, who was dressed in his actual ring gear, addressed the live crowd at the TV tapings on Tuesday night in Newark, New Jersey, in a dark segment. In between the tapings, in between the main event and the SmackDown, thanks to Michael Bluss for sending that in. And the former WWE World Heavyweight Champion basically cut the same promo he did during the Money in the Bank kickoff show on Sunday night, in between the main event and SmackDown show. A dark match result. Goldust and Stardust defeated the Ascension of NXT. SmackDown starts off with 2 results for SmackDown. Show began with Seth Rollins coming to the ring, cutting a promo. He's interrupted by an attack from Dean Ambrose. Randy Orton runs down to make the save until Roman Reigns comes down to Ambrose's side to even up the odds. Big E then defeated Cesaro by count out. U.S. Champion Sheamus defeated Alberto Del Rio in that challenge. Chris Jericho cut a promo taunting Bray Wyatt. The Miz interrupted him and got nailed with a code breaker again. Divas Champion AJ Lee came out to a huge pop from her hometown New Jersey crowd. She was interrupted by Eva Marie, setting up a match between the two. AJ defeated Eva Marie by submission, and the fans chanted, "You can't wrestle at Eva." And there were also some CM Punk chants. Paige was on commentary, came into the ring after the match, congratulating AJ before awkwardly leaving. Jamie Sandow came up dressed like Bruce Springsteen and sang, "Born in the USA." Then Rusev and Lanner interrupted him, cutting an anti-American 4th of July promo. Jack Swagger was up closer and interrupted Lanner and got a loud babyface reaction similar to what was on Raw. Lots of loud USA and We the People chants. Dean Ambrose defeated Randy Orton by disqualification in the main event after Seth Rollins interfered and hit Ambrose with his briefcase. Orton and Rollins then beat down Ambrose until Roman Reigns made a save. Reigns hits Orton with a Superman punch to end the show. Again, there was no dark match. Main event results, so there was a dark match even scheduled. And this results thanks to Twitter fan at home_like_Mike. For the following WWE SmackDown from Newark, New Jersey. Seth Rollins kicked off SmackDown, but got attacked by Dean Ambrose. And then Randy Orton came out and made save until Roman Reigns even out the odds. Looks like we got a tag match for later. Not happening. Big E defeated Cesaro by count out. Sheamus defeated Alberto Del Rio to retain the U.S. title. Chris Jericho come out and cut a promo taunting Bray Wyatt. Jericho got a big pop. Miz interrupted him and he ended up taking a code breaker. Jericho left to another pop. But this time Bray Wyatt didn't come down and give him the Sister Abigail. AJ Lee came out to a massive pop from the Jersey crowd, cut a promo, and defeated Eva Marie by submission. Fans chanted, "You can't wrestle at Eva." There was also say a fun chance, Paige in the commentary. They came into the ring to congratulate AJ before awkwardly leaving. Apparently, AJ played the babyface here again. And then Damien Sandow came out as Bruce Springsteen and sings Born in the USA. Then Rusev and Lana interrupted. Lana cut the anti-American 4th of July promo. Jack Swagger and Zeb Coulter interrupted to a big pop. Zeb joked around about Russia, and the crowd is very much into it. And there were very loud USA and We the People chants. And the main event was Randy Orton versus Dean Ambrose, where Seth Rollins interfered and hit Ambrose with his briefcase. Orton and Rollins beat down Ambrose until Roman Reigns made a save. Reigns hit Orton with the Superman punch in SmackDown. That ends the results for SmackDown, birthdays, and main event results for this week. In July July 4th for SmackDown. Oh, there you go. Thanks again. Peace out. God bless. Same Shreveport time, same Shreveport channel next week. If you didn't know, you better call me, bro.